Dear viewers, here comes the latest update from Supreme Court regarding examination controversy that has been going on for the last couple of months. As we can see here, Supreme Court reserves order councils get 3 days to make submissions. So another 3 days have been given to submit a report before the Supreme Court. So let us see this news in detail. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, appearing for UGC, said while the universities can ask for an extension of the September 30 deadline to conduct exams, but don't have the right to confer degrees without conducting examinations. So once again, UGC has made it clear that the universities cannot confer degree to the candidates without conducting examination. They can only ask for an extension. So now let us move on to the next part. As we can see here, the Supreme Court has reserved its order in the students' plea against University Grants Commission decision to make final year exams compulsory. So Supreme Court has reserved the order and does not pass the final one. So it will be passed only after 3 days. This plea is against UGC's July 7 decision asking institutes to conduct final year exams by September 30. As we all know, the students, they went to the Supreme Court. Before that, cases were filed in different state courts as well against the July 7 decision made by UGC regarding examination. Supreme Court has asked all the parties to give a note on their submission within the next 3 days, and thereafter the hearing concluded. A Supreme Court bench headed by Justice Ashok Bhushan is hearing the matter. As we all know that Ashok Bhushan is heading, Justice Ashok Bhushan, he is in charge of this entire case, and during the hearing, Justice Bhushan questioned whether the final examination can be skipped by the students. So Supreme Court has been extremely flexible and is open to all the decisions. So the Supreme Court asked all the authorities that whether the final semester exams can be skipped or not. As you know, the students, they want this exam to be skipped, but on the other side, UGC is firm on its decision. Justice Bhushan also added that if there is a direction of UGC, the university cannot dilute it. If one university dilutes it, every other university will act in the same manner, said Justice Bhushan. So as he mentioned that direction should be uniform for all the universities, and no university can actually dilute it or they cannot amend it on their own. So it has to be uniform for all the universities across the country. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, appearing for UGC, said that many universities have already conducted the exam, as this report has already been given in the court before as well, that many universities have already conducted the exam. He added that while the universities can ask for an extension of the September 30 deadline, these entities do not have the right to confer degrees without conducting examinations. So entities here refer to the universities as mentioned by UGC. Once again, that the universities have no right to confer degrees without conducting examinations. So they stick to their previous stance, and there has been no change in the observation of UGC. So moving on to the next part, senior advocate KV Vishwanathan, appearing for Delhi government against UGC, said what? Said that there is a divide and rule between rich and poor students, and that the latter may not have access to technology to write online exams. So rightly pointed out by the Delhi government advocate that this system is actually discriminating the students, and there has been a sharp division between the rich and the poor students, as the poor students do not have access to technology and they will not be able to take part in this examination process. Odisha government also against UGC, they have said that it will be impossible to hold exams right now. Similarly, Kishore Datta, Advocate General of West Bengal, argued that these are exceptional circumstances and that the situation in every state is different. So as we can see here, Kishore Datta from West Bengal has rightly pointed out that the situation in every state is different and UGC cannot impose a single rule across the country. Maharashtra government in its submission said that there are practical difficulties in conducting the exams in the state, especially since it is the worst affected by COVID-19. So it is also a valid point that Maharashtra is the most affected state right now in terms of COVID-19, and it is not possible for them to conduct examination. This is the observation of Maharashtra government advocate. The Maharashtra government advocate also added that UGC can lay standards for conducting exams but cannot force examinations to be held. He also cited the April UGC guidelines where states were given the right to decide on the exams depending on the situation. So Maharashtra government advocate has pointed out a very fundamental thing, that UGC cannot force any state or any university to conduct exam. And also he referred to the guidelines published by UGC in the month of April, where actually freedom was given or liberty was given to the states regarding the conduction of examination. In reply to this, Justice A.M.R. Shah said that UGC is not conducting exams and that is up to the universities. So Mr. Justice A.M.R. Shah reacted to this and said that UGC is not enforcing anybody but asking the universities to conduct exams. So UGC is not directly conducting the exams, so that point does not stand actually. In addition to this, Justice Bhushan said that only the authorities will be able to decide students' welfare and the students are not competent enough to decide. So here comes another very significant observation from Justice Bhushan, and he says that students cannot make any comment regarding this. Only the authorities like the university or the state government or the UGC can only decide regarding the conduction of examination. I think this has been said as many students have actually filed a petition against UGC in different courts. So the bottom line is there has been no decision as of now, so we have to wait for another 3 days and see what Supreme Court finally comes up with. Hope this video has been extremely informative. If you like this video, kindly share this with your friend and do not forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you all for watching this video.